Refereeing chief Howard Webb has been urged to sack Lee Mason after he forgot to draw offside lines when reviewing Brentford's controversial equaliser at Arsenal. Sportsmail exclusively revealed that Mason had forgotten to even use the offside lines, which would have ruled Ivan Toney's goal out, as Christian Norgard, who plays the ball to Toney, was offside. The error potentially cost Arsenal 2 huge points in the title race, and now former PGMOL chief Keith Hackett has called for Mason, an official he has labelled as a serial offender, to be sacked. Lee, a serial offender, had already been stood down once this season for a human error, and I don't think this is good enough. One of the first things Howard Webb needs to do is fire him, he wrote in his Telegraph column. Lee would be towards the bottom in the list of best performers. He has seemingly passed the point of requiring operational assistance, he doesn't have a place anymore. VAR Lee Mason should have ruled out Ivan Toney's goal against Arsenal on Saturday. Mason, left, should now be sacked, according to former PGMOL chief Keith Hackett. Right, Hackett, who was left bewildered by the scarcely believable error, continued, he has had long enough now, knowing what is required of the VAR. It's a tough environment, refereeing, but if you're a footballer and you don't perform, you are out of the side. The same needs to happen with those in charge of officiating the game if they don't match up. He described the standards in the Premier League as a long way short when it comes to VAR, and Hackett wants Webb to take a firm stance in shaking things up. Sportsmail also revealed that Webb has summoned all officials to Stockley Park for an emergency summit after 2 embarrassing, and potentially crucial, VAR blunders in one day. As well as Mason's cock-up at the Emirates Stadium, officials were also under fire when Brighton saw a goal chalked off in a draw at rivals Crystal Palace after VAR John Brooks drew the offside line from the wrong defender. An aghast Webb, who is understood to have reacted incredulously, may now axe the bungling pair after ordering an urgent review in which all options are on the table, according to Sportsmail sources. The Yorkshire-born 51-year-old, who returned to the UK last year after a stint in the US, has ordered all Premier League referees, assistant referees and VAR officials to the meeting on Tuesday. Attendance is thought to be compulsory as Webb seeks to avoid any further catastrophes. Howard Webb has called officials to an emergency meeting after 2 VAR howlers on Saturday. Mikel Arteta was fuming, and Toney's goal could have a major impact on this season's title race. It is offside, Arteta said of Saturday's controversial incident. You cannot block if you are offside, it is frustrating. You have to apply certain principles in defending, and you do that by sticking to the rules. Suddenly you change the rules and then you have to change your principles. So tell us before. The PGMOL's statement on Sunday read, Howard Webb has contacted both Arsenal and Brighton to acknowledge and explain the significant errors in the VAR process. Both incidents, which were due to human error and related to the analysis of offside situations, are being thoroughly reviewed. Fans and pundits alike were incredulous at the decisions, which could have huge ramifications, with Arsenal pushing for the league title and Brighton targeting Europe. Yesterday, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I saw yesterday. What are the consequences for Brighton, who are trying to get into Europe? A fuming Ian Wright said on Instagram. View this post on Instagram. A post shared by Ian Wright, @WrightyOfficial. What are the consequences for someone like Graham Potter? Finally, we saw a Chelsea team doing some stuff in the first half an hour, and I am thinking, yes, Graham Potter, you're starting to get it. What are the consequences for Arsenal, man? Trying to put a title run together, man, what are the consequences? Best league in the world they say, that's what we say, oh, best league in the world. Them mistakes, he added. What's going to happen from PGMOL, someone's going to get what? We're going to get an apology, they're going to get a suspension. A break disguised as a suspension. You can't blame the technology. In 2 cases they drew the lines in the wrong place. The wrong place.